Hello and welcome to Let Me Be Your Game Guide, and this is a seance episode. These episodes feature games of the horror genre, so grab your salt and holy water as we voluntarily scare ourselves this week. I'm your host, Emma.
This is Rylan.
And this is Shawn.
Join us for this week's discussion episode as we commune with the beyond and enter the gaming spirit world. For the remainder of this episode, let me be your game guide. It is a miracle that I'm able to continue talking while you guys are making sound effects.
I think you're accustomed to it now.
I have to
professional.
I feel like I have to turn off a section of my brain to continue reading without hearing what you guys are doing.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
so professional. It's scary.
Oh God. Well, welcome back. This is obviously a part 2 episode because we're all riled up now. This is Bye Sweet Carole part 2. This is the discussion episode. If you didn't listen to part 1, we just do a more critical rating, no spoilers. So if you want to listen to that first, you can get an idea of how we felt critically about this game. And then this week we're just gonna dive into it. We're gonna talk about the plot, our experience with all the chapters, and kind of how everything unraveled.
That's right.
I wanted to let you finish.
No, I think I'm all adjusted now.
Great. So before we get too far into things, don't forget to give the podcast a follow, rate it, review it, however you want to show us love. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/letmebeyourgg, where you can view episodes early as they post sometime on Sunday, a couple days before the episodes post everywhere else, and that's for free. If you want to join our Achievement Unlocked tier, which is just $1 a month, you will also get the Press Start series, which is me playing the first hour of the game that we are talking about that week. And Rylan is sometimes there, Shawn is sometimes there. It's a great time, and you can kind of compare our original, our first exposure to the game and how that differs with our final opinion on the whole game.
That's right.
Very fun. You can find us on most socials as Let Me Be Your GG with no spaces. That's LetMeBeyourGG, no spaces. We're on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Follow us on Twitch. And dang it, you said that you said something in your head every time I say no spaces, and I can't remember what it is.
No trouble.
No trouble. It's from the song.
Yeah, no.
No
I
trouble.
just
every time you say it, that's what pops in my head. So.
I can just see you guys smiling, sitting there smiling.
We're just very happy.
Yeah.
People.
Just living our best lives over here.
Right. Anyways, follow us on Twitch. Turn on notifications. We go live every other Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific time, and we live react to the game trailers for the games that we're going to be playing in the future. So that's a good time. We do stream the Press Start series. And so if you don't want to pay $1, you can find it on we'll go live on Twitch and you can find it there. So follow us, turn on notifications. It's great. Go follow our YouTube. You get all of our old content that was originally live on Twitch, but then becomes old. It goes on to YouTube. That makes sense.
I'm just smiling.
It's really throwing me off. You can also find our TikTok. We are Let Me Be Your Game Guide with no spaces, and you can email us at letmebeyourgg@gmail.com. This is the best way to send in game requests. Just make sure to include game request in the subject line so it's easy for us to find. And this time last year, we were talking about a game. This time last year, we were rating a game. We've been doing this podcast for over a year now, so if you want to turn back the hands of time, you can listen to us rate. You have any ideas what it was?
No.
It was
a requested game.
It was a Shawn pick.
A Shawn pick.
Oh, and I just picked Evil Tonight.
This
is the Plucky Squire.
No, this is a game
You're so confident.
This is a game that Shawn, for the life of him, could not remember the full title to. This was Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons.
Tale of Two Tales.
The
Yeah.
Tale of Two Tales.
Yeah. So go back and listen to that. That was really fun.
An emotional journey while a man tries to remember 3 words.
Yes. Yeah. No, it was a great time. So go back and play the game. It's a very you get to in your feels. It's a very emotional game, but yeah, it was good.
I was just thinking that we should have made an ad about the game, and that should have been the ad. Like me, just like, oh,
Such an emotional.
what was the name of it? What was the name?
What's his name?
You see the equations going around. your head. Oh man. Well, why don't we just dive in? Let's go for it.
Bye,
Because
Sweet Carole.
Yeah.
Bye, Sweet Carole.
Oh, we've almost forgot to give our ratings. What did we rate this game?
3.4.
Oh shit, I don't remember. 3.2.
Yep.
3.2.
Yep. I also did a 3.4.
Mm-hmm.
So
Cool.
yeah, go back to listen to last episode to figure out why.
What did you say? Turn back the clock or whatever?
Turn back the hands of time.
Yeah, say it like the
Nice.
narrator would say it.
Turn back the hands of time.
The little girl wanted to turn back.
You're way better at it than I am.
He always said little girl. That always bothered me too. I was like, what? She's
Yeah.
probably like 14 or something.
Yeah.
She was a
16?
little, yeah.
She wasn't a little girl. She's a regular person.
Well, I think that the narrator was
Annoying.
I think it was Lana's. I think it was her internal dialogue a little bit.
Oh shit, that's a good take on it actually.
And I think that he narrated her the way that she viewed herself.
I feel like you're striking me with blows right now. Like this makes so much sense.
Yeah, that's why I like the narrator.
God damn it.
Yeah, because
Man.
and we'll get to it once we get to the end. But let's try and not
Oh my
spoil
gosh, and the
anything until
narrator's
the
a
end.
man.
What?
Anyways,
Or sounds like it. Anyways,
Yeah.
so we're just going to start at chapter 1, and I'm going to read the description that comes with chapter 1. Thank you, Rylan, for taking pictures of those, because I'm going to be honest,
yeah.
I don't even remember seeing those descriptions.
So those descriptions for the chapters, I should tell you on the podcast, they were when you are loading your game. And you only played the
Oh.
game in 2 sittings.
That makes sense.
But I did have to specifically, when I got to a new chapter, quit the game and then reload it.
Wow, you are so smart.
Which sometimes took you back to the previous chapter, depending on where the save point was.
Oh, no.
Because you could manually save with the mailboxes in this game, but it did a lot of auto saving too. But it wasn't clear on when that was happening, so I did have to replay some stuff. 8.9
I
hours.
never knew what the mailbox was for.
I think it manually saved it.
I read somewhere that it also healed you.
Oh.
Why would you need that?
I don't know.
What? Yeah, I
don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. Chapter 1.
I forgot you even had a health bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not write these descriptions. This is from the game. I'll be honest, they're a little weird, oddly written.
Oh, the writing's not interesting.
I
Okay.
brought this up. I said this last time. I did. Okay. Chapter 1, The Princess's Return. The young Lana Benton wakes up in an enchanted garden unknown to her yet. Oh. See, I can't read it already.
Wait, is that what it says?
The young Lana Benton wakes up in an enchanted garden, unknown to her yet so familiar. Welcomed as the princess of a mysterious kingdom, Corolla, she catches a glimpse of a letter belonging to Carole Simmons. Lana must recover the letter of her best friend who left Bunny Hall Orphanage several weeks ago. See, they call it an orphanage here, but it's also called like a girls' school later.
Mm-hmm.
But something is plotting in the shadows.
Oh, yeah. ...
Yeah.
This is big time tutorial.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you're just learning how to push blocks and walk on stairs while chasing this letter all over the courtyard.
And
Yes.
kick trees.
Stupid wind keeps blowing this piece of paper around.
So annoying.
As soon as you get to it, just keeps blowing.
I'll be honest, there were times in cutscenes where she was like going so slow to grab it, and I was like, you could have got it.
Yeah.
You could have
Yeah.
picked it up. God. But no, this is like super tutorial. You do end up leaving. You follow a bunny because a bunny gets
The bunny
hold.
takes the letter.
Yeah, the bunny
Yeah.
takes the letter. Yeah.
And so remember this. The bunny takes the letter, jumps over that wall,
Mhm.
goes over the wall. You watch the bunny do this, and then you follow her over that wall.
Yep.
Into the Forest, where it's more big time tutorial. You're kind of learning the balance mechanics and how to jump and how to climb. But there is a little chase scene. You get a nice little chase scene at the tail end of this.
Yeah, that is true.
You're being chased by a creepy mystery.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, you don't know who it is.
Yeah.
But he's creepy. And this is when I was, again, your first note. What the heck is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of replaying this in my head right now, and I'm like, maybe I do need to replay the first chapter of this game. Now that I've finished it, I'm like, wait a minute.
I think that
wait a minute.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait
a
minute.
And you know what?
This is just hitting me now.
I think when we talk about this game, we're going to be able to put some pieces together as we discuss it. Because when we talked about this last episode, but when you get to the final chapter and the plot is really like, this
revealed?
Is what's happening, immediately you're like, oh my God. Wait, I need to go back to chapter 1 because I missed shit.
Wait, I think I understand less than I did 5 minutes ago in real time.
Wow.
Now that we're thinking about chapter 1, I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, well,
Crazy.
we'll keep going. We're gonna get there.
Yep, move along.
All of the sudden, this is like this beginning. It kind of ends really abruptly.
Yeah, there's like blasts happening. The bad guy is like blasting the ground, and you fall into a pit.
Yeah.
And as you're going, this is important. You see in the distance Bunny Hall, and there's a shadowy figure in a coat looking out the window.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's important, and you don't know why.
Yeah. So,
yellow coat.
This is the shortest chapter. Chapter 2 is called Converging Kingdoms. Lana wakes up in her class at Bunny Hall during yet another etiquette lesson held by the severe Miss Hinman, which I thought is a very good way to describe her. Severe?
Yeah.
She's very, very severe.
She's a very strict, like, teacher woman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Very, like, authoritative. I don't even know how to...
Early 1900s, like, just,
She's going to slap you with a ruler.
Yeah, she's like your tradish, like, boarding school teacher lady who's going to make sure that you learn, I don't know.
Yeah, like you white frilly shirt, black pants, like just traditional.
She's going to be rude as hell to you.
Yeah, you know it.
Victim of the usual bullies, Vicky, Marianne, Vera, and Judith. Lana is sent to the basement as punishment with the task of cleaning. All alone now, no longer in the company of Carole, the girl witnesses dark presences.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting because you fall through the hole at the end of chapter 1, and then it's like you wake up in class.
Yeah.
Right. And Mrs. Hinman is like, hey,
no,
paying attention or what?
No sleeping in my class.
And all the kids are like laughing at you, like, haha, you don't know the answer to what she asked, kind of thing. Vicky Tart is just a little tart, is what she is.
She's a little bitch.
Yeah, she is.
She's like a teacher's pet. But like one thing that you're kind of learning in this like lesson or whatever is how Bunny Hall, this like orphanage or like boarding school or wherever that they're at, like Mrs. Hinman's talking about how like the bunnies in the area are the best resource in the area. So something that's actually happening is there's like a lot of hunting of the bunnies going on, including like they'd be blowing up the grounds to like kill the bunnies and like I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I
honestly.
thought they were doing some like renovations.
Maybe they were doing renovations.
They were doing some renovations out there, but the damage was affecting the bunny habitat.
Yeah,
a little bit as well. So, again, things that seem innocuous, but looking back after the finish, you're like, oh, interesting. Shawn, I can't wait for you to have some guesses once we get further in.
Yeah, I'm curious.
And so you end up getting banished to go clean the basement, which you get down there and I'm like, this is impossible. This is like a shithole. Like there's no cleaning. There's no cleaning this place.
No, there's like pieces of the wall missing. Like it's not good down there. Like it's a shit show. So yeah.
So you get a broom and you tidy up as best you can.
Yeah.
Which is like
just pushing dust to the other side.
Basically,
But yeah, you kind of find out that you're like trapped down there. Like the bell to let them know that you're done is not working. You're kind of
That's right.
Yeah, this is like a big puzzle of just trying to A, clean a little bit, but B, fix the issues to let people know that you're actually done down there. And this whole time you have this really creepy, like gnarly looking owl that's kind of getting in your way. and like
Yeah, and,
not
like,
letting you go places,
attacking you when you're trying to get to certain
Yeah.
spots, just being a real dick.
Yeah, just rude. But yeah, what did I write down for my notes of this chapter?
I wrote, apparently I was falling like in a pit. Is there a pit you can fall down?
No, the end of this chapter, Mr. Silverhead, doesn't he grab you and then you get dropped? You get
Mr.
dropped.
Basie,
Yeah.
he carries you out, and then he ends up dropping you. You end up falling like through the window.
Oh, yeah, because I
Yeah.
wrote fall over and over and over again.
Oh,
yeah.
well, but you also, I remember this, you can see in the press start video. And Shawn, you were there, you were being so supportive, but I was like, what I just did was literally the stupidest thing, and I'm so mad that it's recorded. I had climbed like up a ladder, and then I just walked, and I didn't realize that the floor ended.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so I just fell off.
That's
Yeah.
why I wrote this down.
Yes. And I could not figure out that you were, I think, were you supposed to climb on the wall there? Or like, there was something you were supposed to do.
You had to go back. So yeah, because I was like, oh, ended, because that's
Yeah.
what I would have said when I
Yeah.
had to. And so then I was like, oh, the lattice maybe, because as I was falling,
That's
there was
what I
lattice
thought.
there.
Yeah.
But I think you had to step back and then walk to it, and then you
Yeah.
could climb on it. But you couldn't
Yeah.
climb on it as things were falling.
Yeah, that was like the first time that I died in this game, and I died like a bunch there. And I was
Yes.
like, oh, this is like the sort of game where you might have to like retry things till you understand what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also noted here, I literally don't know what the mailboxes are for, because I didn't. It was there.
Yeah, I didn't really
and
know
I
a
was
whole lot
like,
either.
What is this?
For some reason, I thought that's how you save the game. I don't. Maybe
It
I
would
made
make
that up.
sense.
And maybe
yeah.
it was, but the way it made it sound, I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to get letters and I'm going to put them in this box.
That's what I thought too. Yeah,
No.
no, that didn't happen.
Yeah, because at this point in the game, it's like you're there's like you're trying to get those letters, so it kind of seemed thematic. Now the game's over, I'm like, I don't really know why they were there.
Yeah.
To be honest.
But yeah, it was either a saving point or like a health thing.
Huh.
But I
Could be
have
both.
no
Yeah.
idea. I would look it up, but I don't care enough. At the end of this chapter is when you finally get back over to it's like a furnace area.
Yes.
And you see
We're in chapter 3 at this point.
what?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
No.
No? Oh, I thought we were.
I'm telling you,
yeah.
The only
Okay.
reason I know this is because I just watched a rerun of like
Oh,
these chapters, because
sure.
the splitting up of these chapters is confusing.
These first few, I was kind of like, I don't know which one I'm
It's just
in really.
one long
So,
chapter.
Yeah.
So you see this boy
Yeah, you
burning
see
a
somebody,
letter,
Mhm.
which
Yeah.
I was like, that's not a boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't-
really?
From the jump, I was like, that looks like a girl.
Yeah.
I kind of
didn't
thought
think
so, but they
either.
said it's a boy, so it's
Yeah.
a boy, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
and then I was like,
Yeah.
fine, whatever. It's a boy, but it
Mm.
looks like a girl. Yeah, this girl's
It
burning
was a
the
young
letters.
boy, though. That's what I thought. You know,
Sure.
like a young
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah. I don't know. Those were some feminine features.
Yeah.
But that's just me. Nothing wrong with a feminine featured man. Never mind. Anyways. Never mind.
Wait, why do you have to say never mind? Were you saying that there were?
Well,
no, I'm
I-
saying it's if you are a more feminine looking man, that's okay.
She just doesn't want to be offensive to more feminine looking men.
I don't think you were being. Did you mean it to be offensive? the
no,
first time?
I just
Okay.
didn't want it to sound offensive.
Okay.
So you see this, and then the little boy runs away, and you try to get that letter because you notice that he's like burning letters.
Yeah.
And so you try and get it out, and then the frickin' owl shows up again, and
Bully.
Yeah. Mhm.
and the little evil Mr. Keen.
Oh yeah, the top hat man with the crazy neck that doesn't make any sense.
Yes, yeah, he shows up, and he has some like jargon that he spouts. I don't remember what he says. It's really creepy. But yeah, so he tries to attack you, and that is when, Shawn, you get picked up.
Yep.
You get taken away by someone that you don't know yet, but when you're
Something.
yeah,
Yeah.
he kind of looks like the bad guy. Like he has a similar kind of like
coat?
build.
Yeah.
But then he looks down at you, and he has like a sweet little like cute face, and he's smiling. So you
He's
can
like a
tell.
marshmallow guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like the Michelin Man if he was super thin.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But Mr. Keen has sent his like evil little rabbit gremlin like things through the air, and then they knock you out of Mr. Basie's hands, and you fall like down through the window back into the house.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
so now you're in a different section of the house. And this is the start of chapter 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is when chapter 3 starts, and chapter 3 is called The Breach. After witnessing the presence of a mysterious young man and being robbed of Carol's letter, which was saved from the flames, Lana falls victim to a spell that transforms her into a rabbit. Lana learns that Bunny Hall is changing. The corruption, the works of the disturbing man in the dark pitch top hat, begins to take shape through a breach from the mortal world into the fantastical kingdom of Corolla. Enter the friendly Mr. Basie, who comes to her rescue. So yeah, we start this chapter as a rabbit.
Yeah, and you're like, whoa, what the heck?
Yeah, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which I loved being the rabbit.
Rabbit was superior.
Oh, I was rabbit almost the entire time after that.
The
Yeah.
second you could be the rabbit, I was like, the only reason I would transform back into Lana, like her human form, would be to use a crank.
Yeah.
Like,
Grab something.
Something
yeah,
she
for
has to.
sure.
yeah, but next to you is Mr. Basie, but he's missing his head and he's missing his umbrella.
Yep. Yeah, he's all out of
Just his
sorts.
body.
Yeah.
But it's funny because he talks like with his hands.
Yeah.
Like-
yeah.
And this is like a mild spoiler, but we'll get there in a second. You do encounter his head, and his head cannot speak. So it's only his hands,
Yeah.
that do the talking. So when you're just with his head, he doesn't talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny because I didn't realize that at first, but yeah, like later in the game when he's around, that's how he talks, just with his hands.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very
It's
funny.
funny.
But he basically, you agree to go find his head and his umbrella for him. And this was kind of like the first enjoyable part of the game for me. I really enjoyed this section. Does someone want to talk about what we do in this section? This is the Miss, what was her
Hinman.
name?
No, Fishman.
Fishman.
Fisherin.
Fisherin.
Yeah. So this is the first chapter where you experience what they call a hunter. And the hunter is Miss Fisherman, and she is trying to smack you up with her rabbit tenderizer, which is a giant like hammer thing, meat tenderizer, but
It's huge.
spikier. Yeah. And so you're trying to, I forget the task. Oh, it's power, right? You're trying to divert the power to the different areas from the furnace, I think.
Yeah, so, well, and Miss Fisherin is this giant, like, mutated looking
She's
bunny.
horrible.
Yeah,
She's
big red
horrifying.
eyes. She's spooky. So
Yeah, and so you have to kind of sneak by her, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different areas. So
Yeah.
you have the kitchen area where you start. If you move to your right, it will lead you into the hallway where you can also go down the stairs into the lower level.
Yep.
But if you stay upstairs and you keep going to the right, there's another room over there. Going downstairs, there's a room to the left below the kitchen.
That's like her Miss Fisherin's quarters.
Yeah. And then there's like a meat grinder to the left
Under the
downstairs.
stairs, yeah.
Yep.
And you're trying to solve these puzzles slowly. The room upstairs to the right actually drops down and is a huge 2-story
Room thing.
kind of
yeah.
with the furnace, and like you were saying, it's what
Yeah.
powers the water and the electricity and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, so there's like the main goal in this is that you're trying to get out of the building, and you're trying to get use the elevator to go out. So you're trying to power different sections of the building, do the puzzles within that section, then move on to another section, and you kind of have to go back and forth a number of times. So this part took me a little while.
Yeah.
And Miss
Fisherin.
Fisherin, she's fishing for this fist. That's what I'm saying. Because, man, she was a real pain in the butt. She was just like, I would find that sometimes she would just linger around my spot for a long time. So eventually I just had to run. And eventually, I would escape again. But she was always kind of lurking. So you just had to be very aware of like where she's at, using the bells and things to kind of distract her so you can get away.
Yeah.
But yeah, this part took me a little bit, but it was fun.
Yeah, the mechanics of this area. So if you were running or sprinting at all, there were a bunch of glass bottles around.
Plates
there were
and stuff.
Plates.
Yep.
There were things on the wall. If you sprinted past them, they would fall, crash, and bring attention. Miss Fisherin would come to that room. In order to get her out of that room would be to go to a different room, ring a bell, or break something, so she would go to that room. But once you had her in a room, she would stay there.
Yeah, she kind of stayed
For the most part,
Yeah, unless you made any sort of noise. And so it took me a while to figure out like the mechanics of getting her where I wanted her. And this was the first experience I had of the stairs, having trouble like sprinting down the stairs. And so that was annoying, but I really liked this part. I thought it was fun. The puzzle solving of like diverting the power was interesting.
I think that's interesting because I did not know that you could specifically like make her go into a room.
Oh.
I thought it's probably just because I was making noise when I got there because I didn't want to go slow. I thought it's like when you got to certain parts in the puzzle solving that she would come and like have a pattern in that room that you need to avoid. Like I thought that was intentional.
And she definitely would show up once you would finish a part of a puzzle.
Yeah.
Like, so those were the times that she would show up unannounced. A trick that I figured out so I could sprint everywhere was to just sprint everywhere and break everything. And then you could sprint all you wanted.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
Yeah, but I really enjoy these like when you're puzzle solving, but there's also danger.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty fun. We've played a few games like that now.
Yeah.
And this definitely had it. And she was really horrific. I was very confused about the setting here because I was like, we're in like Bunny Hall. Like this is where Lana lives.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't think she talks about like, what the hell's wrong with Miss Fisher? And she's just like, oh, we can't let Miss Fisher catch us.
Yeah, like this is a normal thing.
Yeah.
And Miss Fisher's like a horrific like bunny creature.
Like 8-foot tall bunny
Yeah.
creature.
And she's like, if you guys look around in the kitchen, like there's like so many bunny corpses. Like she's
everywhere.
She's like butchering bunnies. Like it's nasty in there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, Lana, like, is this normal?
Yeah.
What?
To her it is.
Yeah.
But in this area, you do end up, once you get up the elevator, you free the head. And then this is the first time that you actually get to play as the head. And so you have a little bit more freedom to either play as Lana as a human, Lana as a rabbit, or as Mr. Basie's head. And the head has a lot more durability.
Yeah.
You can smush it, you can catch it on fire, you can electrify it.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want to it and he's okay.
Yeah. So you kind of have to work together like, okay, like get Mr. Basie's head in this position and then, use Lana to step on this to trigger him to go up here and like catch on fire so he can burn this other thing so that Lana can get through. So a lot of stuff like that, which I thought was fun. Different characters, different tasks.
Yeah. And very quickly, what did I write here? Oh, this is pretty short because very quickly you run into Mr. Keen again. You're basically just about to escape and there he is. And this was another moment when I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because he's like about to take you and then all of a sudden you have Carole. You're introduced to Carole.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because her image shows up and she like takes you out of this place and saves you.
Yeah.
And then you are awakened. You're floating on this bottle, like giant message in a bottle. There's a whale. And it's there's a bunny at the very front that you assume is Carole. Because it has glasses.
And it's the bunny from the beginning, too.
Yeah. And so I was just like, what the fuck is happening? Like, this is so weird. Like, I'm so confused.
Yeah.
And you get the quote this quote's repeated over and over again. And the whole time, Lana's trying to figure out why it sounds so familiar. But in this chapter, someone says, even if the sails aren't hoisted, doesn't mean the wind isn't already blowing. And that is said multiple times.
Yeah.
And the whole time, every time it's said, Lana's like, why does that sound so familiar? And we might find out later.
Dun, dun, dun.
Or not.
Or not.
No, who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
Then you end up falling somehow.
Well, I was gonna say
more falling.
All of a sudden you come to, and it's like almost like you've jumped out the window at Bunny Hall.
Yeah.
And sweet Miss Josephine
catches you.
She's like the only person that's nice to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of how like what Lana says, like, oh, she's always the only person. Yeah. And you're like, okay, I never met her before. She's kind of the opposite of Miss Hinman, I guess.
Oh yeah, she's the Miss Honey to our Miss Hinman's Trunchbull. You know.
I was going to
from-
ask if Miss Honey was from Black Cauldron.
No,
No.
it's Matilda.
Oh,
Matilda has like the really
I know
mean,
Miss Trunchbull. Yeah.
the really mean principal, and then her
Oh,
like
yeah.
her teacher is just like the sweetest, most wonderful
Mhm.
teacher.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Oh well. Yeah.
Yeah, I should watch Matilda.
I just remember the dad jacking up the car and putting it in reverse to get the miles down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's like in my brain.
Oh yeah. But you are taken, or Josephine suggests that you take that letter because you got a hold of the letter.
Mm.
You were able to get the letter when Carol saved you
Mm-hmm.
from Mr. Keene, and you take the letter to Miss Hinman, and she reads it, and it basically is talking about like Carol's addressing this person as my sweet French.
Mhm.
And so you assume that must be the boy that was burning this letter. Like they wanted to hide that she was going to run away with.
Yeah, they're going to run away together.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And this is also where you're introduced to Frank.
The Rust Man
Oh yeah.
is the
Doesn't say
custodian.
words, doesn't talk, but
He's got
everyone
a
knows him.
huge peg leg.
Yeah.
Huge.
And
Yeah.
all the girls think he's creepy. They call him the Rust Man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
And
kind of a cool nickname, actually.
it
Yeah.
is. And he's been looking for the boy that you mentioned, but he's like, I can't find him.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm trying to see. I think that's about the end of chapter
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, and Carol was another girl at the school at the
Yeah.
orphanage.
Oh, yeah. And we learn more about Carol later in their relationship, but this is like our best friend. Carol was Lana's best friend.
Yeah.
Then we move into chapter 4, which is called The World's Corrupter. Rescued by Carol's celestial apparition, Lana finds herself on the back of a bottle along a river in Corolla, where she recovers the remains of Carol's letter. Certainly addressed to the same mysterious Frenchman who already ventured into Bunny Hall. Night falls, and after a series of explosions in the park, Lana finds herself in a desolate and disturbing Bunny Hall. Waiting for her there is the man with the pitch top hat, Mr. Keene.
Ba-ba-bum.
Yeah, so this is another moment when you wake up and you're in your room this time, but you're kind of waking up into the chapter, and you see the Frenchman is in your room.
Yeah,
They're
he's
like rummaging through Carol's desk.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this starts out on like you're chasing again. You're trying to get that Frenchman.
Yep.
But it's like nighttime.
It's
Therefore, it's much
Yeah.
creepier.
yes.
Yeah. Rainy out.
That's a
It's
fact.
not good.
This is where my memory kind of goes, so you guys may have to carry me a little bit with.
So, I think that is this right? Is it the Frenchman goes up a ladder here, and you're trying to follow him? Or he goes out the window.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
he goes out the window, yeah, and you can't follow him for some reason. So Mr. Keene, this is very similar to chapter 3,
Oh,
but instead
yes.
it's Mr. Keene.
Oh,
instead
God.
of-
This one is scary. Yeah.
This one's scary because Mr. Keene he like pops and vanishes. He doesn't like follow you. So you could just be like running down a hall, and then all of a sudden he's just going to show up.
Yeah, and you have to run away.
Yeah, with a giant spooky face and his big top hat. And
Yeah, he's like a
away.
shapeshifter guy.
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
And like even when he's chasing you and like you hide, he's like flopping. Like when he's looking for you, like he's flopping one way and he's flopping the other
it's
way.
really disconcerting.
It is,
Ugh.
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, they're very similar to chapter 3 though. There's a number of different puzzles in the 4 or 5 different spaces that you need to find. You go and solve those puzzles. Yeah, and then I forget how this one ends though. I know that you are with this gray man, the silver man, Mr. B, and he takes you to another spot, but I don't remember.
So this one also has the room with that very creepy creature with the big red eye.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I
But-
forgot about that.
But
Oh, and there's the girls too, huh? Like you're going
Oh,
through the
yeah,
different
'cause-
classrooms and stuff.
Yeah,
and-
oh,
yeah, you're
there's-
trying to. This is actually a really long chapter.
This is a
really
yeah,
long chapter,
You're
yeah.
it
trying
almost
to,
broke me. I'll be honest.
yeah.
You're trying to follow the girls because you can hear all the bullies kind of like going off in a certain area. Oh, and I think you also get introduced to. Have you been introduced to Amanda yet?
No, not
No.
yet.
Okay.
No, that's the beginning of chapter 5.
Okay. And so you're trying to follow the girls, and you
Because
keep...
they're in danger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Keen's here and about.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And at one point, you see... Because you'll, like, run into the room because you hear one of them screaming. She's holding on to, like, the side of the...
Oh my gosh, that was so
stairs.
freaking
and then
scary.
she falls and dies.
Yeah, she like breaks her back on a
Yes.
railing like so bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then it turns into Mr. Keen. Like
Yeah.
he's just pretending to be all these different girls. And yeah, that creepy head you're talking about is the head of one of the girls.
Yeah,
Because it like falls off and rolls.
Oh, yeah.
And she picks it up and
Yeah.
she's like, ah.
which, you know, if somebody was like running towards me and their head fell off, I wouldn't think like, oh, let me pick this up really fast.
Yeah, yeah. Let me take care of that real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just you know,
5 second
throw
rule
this
on
away.
that.
This chapter was extremely brutal for me
Oh yeah.
because there were two main things that happened. One thing is that there's a mechanic that is not used very frequently with Lana. You can kick to break stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
You hardly ever need to do that in the game. I forgot
Yeah.
that you could do that. And so I was just stuck. Actually, this was the one point in the game where I did have to look up what to do.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I've investigated everything. I've ran away from Mr. Keen a million times.
Yeah.
This
Like,
one,
what do I do?
yeah, this one took me a while to figure out the key point that you needed, which was trying to figure out how to divert the water.
Yeah.
That was my problem too. And I was like walking around. I'm like, I don't know where the fuck this is. And then I figured it out in the basement. You had to go to the bottom floor. And then
Yeah.
you figured
Well,
it
and
out.
that's actually where the bug was for me because
Oh.
you pull the lever to move the pipe
Yeah.
to like somehow the water breaks a hole in the wall.
Yep.
I had already pulled it before the water was
Oh,
ready.
I did that too.
But then I went back and I couldn't pull it again.
Oh.
Like, it didn't work.
Oh, no.
And so that's when I was looking up and I was like, shit, like I might be done
Yeah.
playing the game.
Yeah.
But no, if you transform into a bunny, you can jump higher. And if you transform into Lana midair, you can then hit X to grab the lever, even though there's no like indicator that says you can press X.
Yeah.
So thank goodness that worked because I was literally like, I wouldn't have continued.
They
Yeah.
better
At that point.
fix some of these, man. That's like a serious bug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because people are going to press that. If they see that, they're going to hit that button. I mean, I did. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Well,
But I didn't. I continued.
very nice.
You
Very
did it.
nice. Yeah.
I did.
So, I think I don't remember what happens at the end of chapter 4, though.
I think you
You just like walk into the empty classroom and no one's there.
Right.
You like finally get the combination.
Yeah, for the room.
And then Carol's in there. And she's writing on the board and she writes coward.
Oh, right. Yeah, I do remember that part.
At least I think it's Carol. But
It
she has
is.
like the glowing eyes and she doesn't have her glasses on. So it's like the
I think it's-
like the owl.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's the owl.
Oh, and then it turns into Mr. Keen. It's just a bunch of
It's another,
trickery.
another spooky girl situation.
Yeah, he's just being a jerk.
So I don't remember how you get here, but this is my next note for chapter 4 is when she runs through the doorway into the arms of this like handsome man.
Oh, well,
that's the beginning of chapter 5. That's
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
in-between.
well, in this moment you're having with Mr. Keen in the classroom is when he kind of describes what he wants.
Oh,
I think he
right.
He wants
Corolla.
Corolla.
Yeah, he wants you to give him Corolla. And
Because apparently you're the princess.
yes.
Like
Yeah.
Lana's the princess of Corolla, which I think is what Mr. Basie tells you as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is the fantasy world, and Mr. Keen wants it for himself, but
Yeah.
he needs to get it from you. You have to give it to him.
yeah.
Yeah. He
So-
also like describes himself as like the
Corruptor of worlds.
corruptor of worlds. Yeah. And so I think that's title and all that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. But then this chapter basically ends with him like being like, "This is what I want," and then he transforms, and then you wake up. So Josephine wakes you up in your bed,
Mm.
and you're back.
Okay.
It's cutting you back to another moment where you're being woken up, and I think you realize you're like late for class.
yeah.
You're like, oh shit. And so you get up and you're trying to run to class. And
Mhm.
that's when you run into Mr. DeWitt.
Mr. DeWitt.
yeah.
He's a handsome
he's
guy.
very taken by you.
Well,
Mhm.
he like you like rush through and you like kind of bump into him, and he just like kind of like flourishes you into like a I don't know what you call
a
that.
dip.
Like a
Yeah.
dip. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like it's like a dance thing.
Yeah. Oh,
And
and
he says, "What are two sad eyes doing on such a beautiful face?"
This is chapter 5, and it's called Ash, Tar, and Coal. I'll just read this real quick. Lana finds out she has a common goal with Mr. Basie to track down the letters that would prove the correspondence between Carole and Marcel. We figure out that the French is Marcel.
The sweet French, yeah.
Yeah, and thus close the breach. So you also find out that the reason the breach was opened had to do with when Carole left. Like, her leaving has somehow opened this breach.
Yeah.
And so if you can find her, you can close it back up again. I feel like I skipped something. Lana helps Amanda from the bullies. Helps Amanda from the bullies' abuse and prepares to formally meet Lord DeWitt, a young scion, who announces an upcoming gala event or evening at Bunny Hall. So yeah, this is when we're introduced to Amanda in class.
The new girl.
She's got all her women's suffrage, her women empowerment books.
This is where I started like, oh, okay, because this is where it kind of sprinkles in a little bit of that. And so I was like, oh, okay, cool. But then the teacher's like, this is stupid. This is nonsense. You shouldn't be reading.
Yeah. Miss Hinman is not about women's suffrage.
No. She's very trad wife for sure.
She's not about the movement.
No. So, the only thing that I remember from this chapter, because I only played the very beginning of it, is that you and Mr. B are trying to get a letter again, and you have to power a bunch of generators to power a gate to move it out of the way. And then once you do, you try to get the letter, and then of course the letter flies away. And then and then that's kind of where I left off, is I was trying to get that letter again.
Yeah, well, you kind of got there by following the girls, like the group of girls, isn't it?
The transition from the classroom to outside, you put your head down on the desk, and then there's this transformation where you watch your dress kind of like fly in the wind, and then it lands on the bench where you have your head in like the silhouette of a woman.
And there's a rabbit there too.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't remember.
Oh, I remember that part.
I trust you. And then you're awoken hearing the bully girls like talking about Carole, and then also they go off to follow Amanda. And so you're like, where are they going? And you're chasing them down. And that's where Mr. Basie, you do a lot of like work with Mr. Basie's character. And I think this is the first point where you can control Mr. Basie as the full body or just his head.
Yep.
So he has the same functionality, like you can transform a little bit. Using his full body sucked.
I liked using his head because he walked with the collar of his shirt.
Oh yeah,
that's how he would walk around. Yeah, I was like, oh,
he was
that's
quicker
cute.
too. It felt like.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he was bouncing around. But yeah, lots of puzzle solving. Lots of just a lot of finding stuff.
There was I liked one of the monsters in this area, like when you're in the coal mine, there was like the ghost woman.
I hated this part. I hated it. I hated it so much.
Yeah, you had to like, maybe you didn't quite get here, Shawn, but like, so you're in this like coal mine at one point, and you have to, essentially you're trying to get kerosene.
It's
so you can power.
You're trying to power the like sky elevator or whatever.
The tram cart.
That is right where I got. So yeah, actually, cool.
So you're in this like underground area, and you're trying to do your puzzle solving stuff. Go from A to B to C, back to A, back to C, then you unlock D, etc.
Yeah.
But there's a mechanic of light. And you have matches, I think, from earlier in the game even.
Yeah.
And you have to keep lighting the like little kerosene lamps. And there's a screaming.
She's like a banshee almost.
She's like a banshee, but she's like invisible. You just see like her footsteps like coming towards you while she's like kind of screaming.
Yeah.
But when she hits the light, you see like her figure and it like dissipates and she like dies kind of.
Whoa.
But she keeps coming back like over and over again.
Oh.
So you have to light these lamps, but then they only last so long.
So if you get stuck in the dark, she comes and gets you.
Yeah. So you like, sometimes you have to like be in the light, wait for her to come. So then because she just died, you have enough time to get to the next lamp.
Yeah.
I thought this part was kind of cool.
That is cool.
But I died so many times.
Did you? I don't think I died at all.
Oh my God. I died so many. I didn't understand her mechanic. It took me a really long time to understand what her mechanic was. And then I did figure it out. But there's also at the end of this is your first kind of like boss battle.
Yep.
Where you play as Mr. Basie. And you're trying to fight off as Mr. Basie. You're fighting off all of these like
cursed rabbits.
Oh yeah.
And it really is just button smashing of just like
he uses an umbrella as a sword.
Yeah.
Kind of, and then you open it for a different move, but
yeah,
it is button mashing. And I don't know, like I'm assuming that you got this as well. Like when you're doing the fight, you're killing all these little rabbits, and there's also like a big rabbit that pops up every once in a while.
Yeah, it's kind of like a weird, like it'll come out
tentacle
of
thing.
Yeah,
I guess it's not really a rabbit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But that's what you need to kill. It has like a health bar and stuff.
Yeah.
So as you're killing these little rabbits, like I get this achievement that says like you killed 30 rabbits or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, damn, I must be doing good. Like I guess you don't have to kill them all this hard. They all die in one hit. It's really easy.
Yeah.
But no, like I don't know, like I swear over the course of this fight, you probably killed 200 rabbits.
Oh, many.
It lasts forever.
Yeah.
But the achievement is for 30.
Yeah.
So
it must just be like a gimme. But at first I was like, oh damn, am I doing good? And then that was like
the tip of the iceberg. Yeah.
This fight takes so long. Did it take forever for you?
Not really. I don't think so.
I think I might have had a problem with my enemy spawning because he kind of spawns up a little bit and then like goes away, but he would go away forever.
Oh no.
It would be like, I swear, like minutes between sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
No,
And you can only hit him like
do
3 or
that.
4 times, and then he disappears again. And I'm like, guess I'm just killing bunnies for a little while.
Yeah.
This
When you
fight
have to-
probably took me 10 minutes.
You have to follow Carole around too. So
You protecting her while she's trying to solve something, which is kind of fun.
Yeah,
Cool.
so- and if she gets hit too many times, I think she will start over her like whatever she's doing.
Oh,
So if maybe she
that was happening.
Yeah, if she was getting hit too much, it was taking her too long to
that could
do
be
the stuff.
It
I don't know.
took a really long time for how easy it was. It just took too long, I thought.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. But once you beat all the bunnies and you beat the final boss, you are finally able to go up the mine, not the mine cart. What did you call it?
The tram.
The tram. Oh, but Mr. Basie, doesn't he get hurt? Doesn't he get like ripped in half?
What? Does he?
I'm watching the.
He gets ripped in half?
I think he gets ripped in half.
Decapitated? He does take his head off a lot.
Yeah, which is a thing later. Yeah, the 2 hands grab him and they're like pulling him.
Oh,
they're like pulling him
yeah.
apart. And then oh yeah, I'm watching it. Then his head comes off and you hold on to his head and there's like purple and pink and you're flying in the air and then all of a sudden you wake up in the tram.
Yeah, I probably forgot about that because I didn't it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so again, another thing that you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Like, what? And Mr. Keen is watching you and he's like, I've underestimated her. Like he's watching your like being through this swirl of bad bunnies and he's like, I need Carola. Meh.
Nah.
Yeah.
That guy.
I know. But yeah, so I think we're getting close to the end of chapter 5. You're sitting in this tram with the head of Mr. Basie. This is another time where she's like, I feel like we've been here before. Like this seems so familiar, like what we're doing right now. But that's just said in passing. And then you and then you move on. But the two of you talk. You're reading a letter. I think you had another letter that you read.
Yeah, I think you're remembering a time with Carole.
Oh, that's what it is.
And
it does.
she is Carol's telling you like you and I will never be apart.
Yeah. You're in the library. She wants to read Moby Dick again.
Yeah, it was kind of boring.
But I mean, this is kind of bringing together when you were on that like bottle and you saw the whale in the background.
Yeah.
And like Carol's telling you like sometimes when things look one way, like she holds her hand over her eye.
Oh,
and
yeah.
she says like you just needed to look at it from a different perspective or something.
Yeah. And by covering her eye, it like covers part of an article that's about like the article itself was about like women being oppressed, but then when she covers her eye,
it's like the first letter is like, or the first word is "let your voice be heard"
in
on the
each
lines.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I forgot about that, even though I wrote that down.
yeah.
I read it. I was like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah. And I will say at this point, when I realized the parallel with Moby Dick, I thought it was interesting that Frank had a peg leg.
I don't know anything about Moby Dick.
I believe
Ishmael?
that Captain Ahab, does he have a peg leg?
think.
I believe that he does. And he's like relentlessly hunting Moby Dick.
Yeah.
I just thought that was interesting. But she does talk about how she wants to leave the manor. Carole wants to leave the manor. But then your tram, whatever, gets to the forest and you continue chasing the girls. I don't remember if this is a new chapter or not.
I don't know.
Oh, it's not.
It's all beyond
not. Yeah, so you get like captured in the forest by like a bag. Like there's like a trap in the forest. But this is kind of like a moment where you're running through the forest chasing the girls, and then all of a sudden you come upon a locker, and then the background fades, and then you're back at the school.
Yeah.
And in the locker is Amanda.
Weird.
Yeah, so you like transition like immediately. You go from the woods, and then you're like, oh no, we're at the school.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
And you let Amanda out, and you're really mean to her.
You are, because like
Whoa.
the bullies come by and they're like, oh look, they're hanging out, and then they leave and you're like, I don't need any more trouble, like leave me alone.
Yeah.
I was like,
so mean to
you
her.
could have
So
a friend and you're
mean.
mean? Like, what a jerk.
I know. Yeah, so that I was like pretty upset about. But you know, it is what it is. And then
It is what it is, Amanda. Deal with it.
Yeah, sorry.
And then it cuts to you have to go meet with all the other girls because Mr. DeWitt is announcing this ball, this like gala that he's gonna have where they have to dance.
And you learn to dance with the assistance of an automaton.
Yeah, it's a robot.
Like literally a robot is there and they help you learn to dance. And this dancing.
Go off on the dancing.
Okay. This dancing, like, okay, imagine you and me are going to dance, okay?
Okay.
Now get 20 feet away from me.
Okay.
And you're going to dance over there. And I'm going to dance over here.
Oh shit! And this is chapter 6. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. A new
Yeah.
era.
We've made it into good. Yeah, that's what it is.
Nice.
Great. Continue.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you want to read the thing or not.
No,
But, now,
We're good.
basically, I don't
the shortest chapter.
I don't know if we even are dancing like in sync or not. I'll be honest. But
I think you.
after a decent length tutorial that's unnecessary, then basically what you have is like Guitar Hero almost, where symbols are moving across the screen and you need to hit the right button when it hits the indicator in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so you have to hit a button about once every 10 seconds.
Cool.
Make sure that you don't miss any.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
And
there's probably about 5 minutes worth of that.
I don't think it's too long, but it's long. Because it's so easy, like it feels like it takes forever.
Yeah.
Every button that you hit correctly fills up this little bar, and you need to get to the end. After that phase, there's another phase, slightly more interesting, where first the man will do his little jig, and there'll be 5 symbols, and then you need to do your little jig, which you need to repeat the 5 symbols. It's like a memory game.
Oh, sure.
Kind of thing. And symbols are just the glyphs like on the buttons, so you have to press the right buttons or the right direction or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like painful.
It was
Shit.
bad.
However, Lana didn't want to do it.
Oh.
So maybe this is how she feels about the dancing.
That's true.
Is it's boring and it takes too long.
That's true.
So maybe it's all,
That's very
Maybe.
generous.
But
of you.
as somebody who has to play the game as the player, I want to have fun when I'm playing the game.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. 100%.
yeah.
So you learn how to dance. And then
Yeah.
you see Marcella, right?
Yeah, you see.
And so you like rush off. And
Mhm.
Hinman's like, the fuck? Where are you going?
Yeah.
But
You're
she's
like,
too slow.
I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Yeah.
And this, you have like a very short puzzle solving stint where Marcel goes up like
Oh, up
a
the ladder here,
and then
yeah.
the ladder gets raised. So you have to go through this puzzle solving to lower the ladder so you can follow. After all this puzzle solving, you put all this hard work into it. You're like on your way to the ladder. And then you pass this grandfather clock and the owl comes and lands. This is Valeria. You've learned the owl's name.
I think it's Valenia.
Oh, I think Valeria might be like. It sounds like a illness.
No.
Valenia. Whatever the owl's name is.
The owl.
Who
Yeah, that
cares?
owl.
And it does this weird thing where it looks like it's like tweaking out, and then time you like start falling at a clock.
Yeah,
because he's like turning time. He's turning back the hands of time.
Oh,
that is what's happening. Well, no, you
Yeah.
kind of go in the future here, and
I guess. I think you go back first.
I think you go future first because it's all
I don't remember.
destroyed.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah, so you
Dang.
jump. So this is like, I actually really liked this part. I think this is chapter 7.
Yes, a quirk of time.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, and so yeah, you've basically this grandfather clock, you're trying to fix it. And so you're in the future, but then you use the clock to go into the past. And there's puzzle solving that needs to be done in the past and the future.
Yeah, you like do things in the
Oh.
past and it affects the future area, but it's
Yeah.
all within like the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
I thought this puzzle solving was super fun. And it was kind of low stakes. I can't remember if you run into Keen or not.
Well, no, you have the
Or it's
owl.
the owl.
Valenia is in like a
Yeah.
yellow jacket and like not flying around like an owl, but like walking around like a person.
yes,
Yeah.
And
like
being
in that
creepy.
yellow raincoat.
Yeah. And it's like the same yellow raincoat I think that you see when you're like falling down the hole in chapter 1.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. It's interesting
Mm-hmm.
to me.
Interesting.
Hmm.
But so there's some kind of fun puzzles in here. Like at one point you push a like heavy shelf onto some creaky floorboards.
Mm.
So in the future it has fallen through the floorboards.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's like you do like some chemistry and you make I don't remember what the chemistry does actually.
You
You do chemistry. I just don't remember why.
I think is it gosh, shoot, now I'm forgetting what
Because I
it's
thought
for
it was
too.
for
Oh,
the fertilizer, but it wasn't.
No, you're you have to it's like makes oil to loosen up one of the crank like a
Oh
crank
yeah,
arm.
that's stupid. But you do grow a plant
Nice.
that then in the future exists and it's like has become a vine that like destroys stuff or something, or you can climb it.
So
I
you
think
can get in
both.
there.
Yeah. You go into the library, which is kind of fun, and throughout this area, there's a bunch of like pictures on the wall of like different classes, like
Mhm.
1861, Mr. Sullivan, 1846, Mr. Harlow,
Yeah.
and I really thought, oh, these are gonna be used for some puzzle, so I wrote all of them down.
Oh no.
Well, because I was like, I don't
Yeah.
want to like have to figure out what year it was Mr. Harlow and like walk back through the whole level because this was a big level.
It
Yeah.
was.
Because you have like both time zones and multiple rooms. Like it's kind of like that third level with Miss Fisher in
Yeah.
that, but like doubled basically because you have the future and the past.
Golly.
So I did not want to have to walk around more than I needed to. So I was writing them
Yeah.
down, but you didn't need to know those for any puzzles.
Oh, that sucks.
And I also thought it was funny, you know, all this time jumping. It's like in the far future, right? Because it's all destroyed here, like way in the past. And this was like when Miss Fisherin was a kid, for instance. You find like her test or something, and it's like there's some note about how like Miss Fisherin like got teased by all the kids because she had like some crazy excuse about what happened to her test.
Well, they took her test and they hid it.
Yeah.
And then she tried to explain that to the teacher, and the teacher was like, "You're a fucking liar."
Oh.
So, I mean, also Miss Fisherin's a horrible rabbit creature.
Yeah, she's
so,
crazy.
but you find her test there, and that's just kind of like a thing you find. And the whole time the clock is like the big thing that's like moving. It only moves 25 minutes at a time, but 25 minutes makes a huge difference apparently. 25 minutes is like 25 years in the future or some crap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I thought that was funny. Like, ooh, 25 minutes in the past.
Yeah, but that's what you the Fisherin lore is what you get from that little the time jumps, and then finally you're able to fix the clock so you can get back to your time.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to do is repair the clock the whole time.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
so you get back to your time, you get to the ladder, you climb up, you run out there just in time to like grab onto the letter that Marcel has as they're trying to like climb over the ledge. And then you're pulling on it, and then Amanda comes out and she helps you. She's got your back because she's followed you.
Yeah.
Even though you were really mean to her.
Yeah.
She still helps you.
That's
Which,
nice.
to be honest, later she's also kind of annoying.
In
so
like
I'm
5 seconds from now, I was like, why is Mana so mean?
Oh,
yeah. And so, then Mr. Keen immediately shows up behind you guys.
Oh, sure.
And it's like, oh, fudge. And then the two of you are basically like, and turned into rabbits.
Whoa.
But the problem is you lost your
ribbon.
And we haven't talked about this, but the ribbon is what makes it so you can turn back into yourself.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's a part of your human self that keeps you connected. So
Yeah, it's like the ribbon from Lana's hair.
you find out that in bunny form you need something from your human form to like help keep you connected and remind you about that. And so neither one of you have anything. And so you can't transform back into your human form. And then
You get captured.
well, Amanda gets captured
Oh, that's right.
by Frank.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
well this is when
no.
Amanda's like pissed at you. She's like,
being a little bitch.
how could you get me into this situation? Like, I hate you. And I was like, dude, you came over here by yourself.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
came willingly.
She
bitch.
does have a cute she does have a cute like characterization though of her bunny. She has like a heart on her chest and then her ears have these little like poofs at the end.
Because they're like
Sure.
pigtails like she is as a character.
Yeah.
But my Emma, she saw that and she's like, what the heck is that? Is that supposed to be a bunny?
Yeah.
But yeah, so she gets captured
By the Rust Man.
by the Rust Man.
Dang.
With a sack. This guy with the peg leg, he goes out in the night and he captures rabbits with a sack.
Yeah.
What
Which
a
is
badass.
crazy.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a wild
Crazy.
man.
Yeah, and so Mr. Basie shows up and you're like, you have to help me. Like, I have to save Amanda. And so then the two of you, you're on this mission and you're going to save Amanda from Frank.
Nice.
I'm trying to remember if, yes, this is chapter 8 now. We've moved into chapter 8. I'm going to nix
Oh yeah,
the
it's called Prey and
descriptions.
Predators.
Yeah, we're just going to get right into it because we've been going on.
Sounds good.
But yeah, so this is another stealth. I died a ton here.
Oh, yeah?
You kind of have to learn because Frank moves through. There's some like other puzzle solving, but eventually you get
Yeah,
to the
you're
area
in his
where,
like shack or whatever, like his house.
oh, and you find what you think is the bottom of a glass.
And you
which
find
I-
like a weird like piece of glass.
Huh.
And I looked at it and I was like, those are the lenses of a glass.
Yeah.
Like of glasses.
Yeah.
Like you can kind of, me at least, I could tell. I was like, that is Carol's. Those are from Carol's glasses.
Mhm.
But Lana's like, this is the bottom of a cup. And I was like,
Yeah.
you idiot.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was, so I'm an idiot too.
No.
But I was just like, this is the weirdest like item to have in a puzzle solving game. Like the bottom of a cup.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
It comes in play later though.
Yeah, it does. And so you end up like like stealthing your way through Frank's whole workshop. You get to a point where he's like shining his flashlight. He'll like shine it up, and then he'll make this like really weird like.
Yes. I wrote that down. He like moans.
So weird. But that's kind of like your tell that he's about to move his flashlight, and so it kind of helps you move through, but
Yeah.
it happens way too much.
Yeah, you have to stay out of his light, otherwise he'll get you. But
But
in like his like area, he's got like cages with like huge, gnarly, rotten rabbits.
Yeah, like he's just been catching rabbits.
Or like
Jeez.
mutating them or something. Like this is where the big nasty rabbits come from.
yeah, and so you end up getting all the way through, but then you realize that Amanda's like rabid. Like she's not herself anymore.
She's become like a tar rabbit.
Yeah.
no.
And so you're like really disheartened, and then Josephine shows up.
Yeah.
She's like crouching in the crates with you, and she's like, "Hey, like we can't be here.
Yeah,
It's
like
dangerous."
you gotta go. Like she saves you. So
yeah,
she
that like nice teacher or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you really don't want to go, but she's like, you have to. Like, we have to go. You're gonna
Yeah.
get caught if you don't go. And so then we get to chapter 9. We're really burning through the chapters
Oh,
now.
Yeah.
But again, you wake up in your bed. You're a human again.
Yeah, and you're kind of reflecting on like, have you like, maybe you need to learn to let go.
Yeah.
Mm.
You're
Like-
like, I just don't want to do this anymore, kind of.
Yeah,
Kind of
like-
like giving up.
I can't like save Amanda. Like Carol's gone. Like
What's the point?
I guess I better like get ready for this great ball and just like live my life as like a woman who's gonna get like married off or like supposed to be
Yeah.
a servant in some house
Yeah.
or something, whatever her
I just
fate
need to
is.
do what I'm told. Like that's what
Yeah.
I'm supposed to do. And
Mr. Basie, it's like, no, we have to like save Carola. And she's like, I don't even care. Mr. Basie's like, what?
yeah, he's like devastated.
Yeah, his feelings
Yeah.
are like super hurt.
Because he's like your knight. That's how he
Yeah.
describes himself. Like he's your knight.
Mhm.
And so it was sad.
Well,
Yeah.
what happens next?
That's the end of the game.
No. No, Miss, what's her name? Ninman? Miss
Hinman?
Hinman comes in with your dress.
Oh.
And she's like, oh, I didn't think you were going to come. Like, here's your dress.
Here's your dress. That is the fanciest dress out of all the
Yeah.
girls.
Well, because
Literally.
Mr. DeWitt Mr. DeWitt has
Oh.
requested that you be his date.
Yeah.
And so, and he's,
And he's
like,
a fancy
fancy
man.
guy. Yeah.
so he picked out your dress. He mentions it later.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't catch that. I was
Yeah.
just like, why is my dress so nice when everybody else has a regular dress?
No, he picked out your dress. And
That
because
makes
he
sense.
asks you if you like the dress that he picked for you and stuff like
Oh.
that. But you get to the ball, and this was also where you had to dance again. But the characterization of all these men,
This was really interesting.
and I think it was very well done. So
Yeah.
I would say this chapter, this is where I was like, this is good.
Yeah.
Like this, here it is. This is a
Yes.
good game, which we're 6 hours into this game?
Or more.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
It's like watching Beau is Afraid if you watched that movie.
I'll have to look it up.
Don't it's like
Okay.
it's like a 4 or 5 hour movie, but it's a movie that after you finish watching it, you're like, shit, I need to watch it again. I'm not watching a 4-hour movie again.
Yeah.
And then you let it go.
Have you ever watched it again though?
No.
Okay.
But anyways, that is just for people who've seen it. Maybe I'm the only one that feels that way. But yeah, so all of the men are faceless.
Oh.
Like they're just like silhouettes of men. So they're like
Yeah.
wearing clothes, but they look like mannequins almost.
Yeah.
And so like every man, it's almost like every man is the same.
Uh-huh.
And so you do more puzzle solving where you have to talk to different men you figure out you need to get to the VIP room, but Mr. DeWitt didn't give you a VIP pass.
Yeah, you have to get your own VIP pass.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't really make sense to me either,
No,
but it's fine.
no.
There's plenty of puzzle solving to do.
Yeah, there's a part of a puzzle where you find one of the mean girls like crying in the bathroom, and
You have like a nice heart to heart with them.
yeah, and she's like, "Why are you being nice to me? Like I'm always so mean to you." And she's like, "Well, I mean, like we don't have to be friends, but if you need someone to talk to, like I'm here for you, and that's fine." And then the girl comes out and she's like, I never really disliked you. Like it just felt like I needed to be mean to you because that's just what everyone else did. But she gives you like a thing that you need later to like poison a man. Cause she is pissed off with the guy that she was paired up with because he like scared her with a fake mouse. And so then she took this like potion. I don't know. So like she like drugged him.
Roofied this guy.
And so, yeah, and you walk past him on your way to the bathroom. There's this guy just like passed out in the hallway.
Oh my gosh.
She
Yeah.
takes him out of his pocket too.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
and-
he's there, so.
Yeah. So you end up using that later to drug another guy to get the VIP pass.
Yeah, you have to dance with somebody in this, which
Yeah.
sucks. And then you have to, the guy that you end up drugging, you dance with him, and I start seeing the symbols. Like there's a bunch of symbols,
I was
and I'm
stoked.
like,
I was like, yes,
Yeah.
here we
Yeah.
go.
like, but then it was like almost like 90% of the symbols were like question marks. So you like fail it automatically, and it's
Yeah.
like it's part of the plot that you fail it because he's like a douche,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
You have to go drug him, but
you make his drink too. You make a mixed drink for him, which is kind
Yeah.
of silly.
yeah.
You can like choose to choose
Jeez.
like the olive or the orange juice or whatever,
Oh, yeah.
and it's mixed
Yeah.
drink.
And then you end up running into Miss Fisherin
Uh-huh.
again. And she's all evil, and you're trying to get out with the drink, and she's like attacking you, and you say something that like snaps her out of it. I think you give her the
test that you found in the past.
Yes. Well, you found
Oh.
it. It came out of the clock. They had hid it in that grandfather
Oh,
clock,
okay.
and I think it came out of. But yeah, you hand it to her, and it's like this was the piece of herself that she needed to become herself again.
She becomes a
Uh-huh.
normal human.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And she basically says like, "Thank you so much. Like you're being so nice to her, and you're like hugging her." And she was like, "I thought that like I became the thing that they all told me I was, like this awful like lying creature, but like I wasn't. Like it's almost like she was gaslit into thinking,
Yeah.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
they didn't hide my test.
Well, and it's really interesting too, because it's like that transformation, like the like physical or visual transformation is like so casual. Like it's not like acknowledged by Lana or anything. So it's really like who she like what her aura was or like what she presented as kind of thing,
Yeah.
rather than like what she actually looked like.
Yeah.
Which I think is interesting and like parallels a lot of stuff in this game, I think.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. Because so now she's like a normal lady, but yeah, you're right. I didn't even pick up on that, but she doesn't address it. It's just like,
No, it's not like, oh my gosh, you've changed, you're back or anything like that. It's like
no, it's
ignored.
It's like
Yeah.
this is how Miss Fisherin saw herself and how she like projected.
Yeah, or how Lana saw her or something.
Yeah, but like not really how she saw her, but
Yeah.
like a dramatization of how she saw her. And
Yeah.
so that's the first thing that happens, that you're like, okay, I'm seeing this fantasy world morph back into real world. Like
Yeah.
I'm watching the fantasy kind of fade away. You get up to the VIP room. You meet with Mr. DeWitt, and he talks about how he liked you because you were kind of like, you were different. Like you were a little bit
You
of
were
a rebel.
rebellious.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he liked that. And he's the only man with a human face. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't look like any of the other men.
The like blob people.
Yeah. And he's talking to you, and it gets dark really fast.
Whoa.
Because you kind of talk about how you're like not interested,
Yeah.
or like you don't. And he's like, how dare you? Like
Oh.
I am.
Well, yeah, because I think he says like, oh, like, do you see a future with me?
Oh yes,
And
that's what
that's
it
what
is.
he
And you're
asked,
like,
and Lana's
"No."
like, well, I can't really like think a lot about the future because I'm still like trying to parse the present right now. And like, so basically like, I don't really see a future with you because that's not really what I'm thinking about at all.
Yeah.
And then he gets like super pissed
He's
off.
like, you ungrateful little bitch. Like he doesn't actually say that, but and then
He does it in 1900s lingo.
Oh,
yeah,
sure,
and
sure.
he's like grabbing onto you, and
Whoa.
he's like, it's really scary. And then his face,
Turns into a blob monster as well.
he forms because she saw him as different than these other men, and then just like that, he became just like all the other guys.
And you are like, get off of me. Like, you're like kind of like yelling at him, and he's like, are you trying to embarrass me? And he's like so mad. It's like a real icky time.
Yeah.
And then I think Lana is like, come on, girls, like, we don't need these like men, like, let your voice be heard.
Yeah.
And because like a lot of the girls are like not into it, which like, of course, like if you're like 14 or whatever, and there's all these like adult men that are there to like try to, I don't know, it's a very weird situation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
super nasty.
But then Mr. Basie comes to your rescue.
Oh yeah, because
Starts hitting everybody with his umbrella.
okay,
He comes in.
this was sick. This was so good, actually. Yeah.
He comes in dressed like a woman.
Uh-huh.
Like he's
Oh my
pretending to be a
gosh,
lady.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what he does. What does he do?
He's telling Mr. DeWitt like
He's like, how dare
yeah,
you?
she's like, or Mr. Basie addresses a woman. They're like basically like insinuating like we were together, Mr.
Like,
DeWitt, like how like you're cheating
How
on
can
me.
you do this? And he's like, what the fuck is going on?
And then the automaton comes in.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Dressed as a man. The automaton is like, sir, like what is my wife talking about that you guys are together? Like basically like
it just created this huge like
Scene.
it was pretty funny though.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is the one funny part
This
in
was
the game.
yeah, there's like two parts in the game that I really enjoyed, and this was the first one.
Yeah.
But
this gives you the escape.
yeah, it gives you like an opening to
Sure.
like run away.
Yeah.
So you do.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm trying to make sure. Yeah, we're still in chapter 9.
We're basically transitioning chapter 10 right now.
Yeah, this is the Great Ball.
Because
yeah, so all of the sudden, all of the men, like they turn into like not just blobs of men, but like monsters.
Yeah,
like,
they have
they're-
like spiky mouths now, and
they're like,
they're like rioting too. Like the place, they're like
they're
burning the place,
destroying the place.
Like,
Jeez.
Yeah.
it's like going crazy.
Is this where you run into Marcel? Like right out when you run out. Eventually, you connect with Marcel,
I think it is,
and
yeah.
you find out that Marcel is a woman, and Marcel, she
like takes off her hat, and now you can see her pretty face.
Yeah, and I was like, I knew it. But she lived across the lake, and basically, she and Carole fell in love, like leaving notes for each other. And Carole would write letters, put them in bottles, and like send them down the river, and then she would get them.
Yeah.
And they had this plan that they were gonna run away together. And that's where I'm gonna stop. Because I think,
Sure.
do we get more story here?
I don't know. I think we can get through the gameplay and then just kind of wrap up the story, though.
Yeah, I mean, you basically are just trying to get to the top of the clock tower
Yeah,
to meet Marcel up there, and you have to kind of avoid some of the monsters.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of like platforming, and there's like I think there's a guy with a gun at one point.
Yeah,
who will like shoot you if he sees you.
Yeah,
Whoa.
it's like crazy.
Actually, 2 pointers like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you also, all the girls have been turned into rabbits, and they're like in cages,
Mm-hmm.
and so you are trying to rescue them, but you can't.
Oh.
You can't get them out, and they're just like, go, and you're like, I won't leave you. And then you continue puzzle solving, and then you
end up giving Amanda's book to her, and she comes back to herself. Like,
because
she's
a tar rabbit,
Yeah.
but then she becomes a regular rabbit.
Yeah.
So you go up to the top, and you're gonna have the final showdown sort of deal
Because you think you're going up there to find Frank,
to confront the Rust Man.
because
Yeah,
you know that he's the one that did this.
Yeah.
But it's not Frank. Not alone, anyways.
Is it Mr. B too?
No.
Oh, that.
Oh my
No.
God, that'd be crazy.
That would've been
no,
a
Miss
it's
Hinman.
Miss Hinman.
Oh.
Yeah.
She
She found out that Carole
was trying to run away.
Yeah.
She put a stop to it.
Dang.
in a major way. And so the Rust Man, Frank, was helping her cover it up, but he actually is like, I can't do this anymore. Like, we can't, this has gone too far. So he's on your side now.
And he's got the gun.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then Miss Hinman grabs the gun from him.
Rustman, you had one job.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so how do we get to...
Dude, I don't know. I
I'm
was just
trying
thinking
to
about this. I'm
remember.
like, I
I'm
don't.
like, fuck.
So much shit happens.
Hold on. I'm going to get to...
Oh yeah, there's a part where you zip line over a whole angry mob of guys,
Oh.
which is kind of fun. And then you land and you have to turn into a bunny and jump over another guy.
Yeah.
That part was kind of fun. That whole escape from was kind of fun.
Sure.
The girls escape. The bunnies escape. And
They're
Amanda,
set free.
Amanda as a bunny comes and like gets Miss Hinman, and that's how she gets the gun out of her hand. Because Amanda comes.
Oh yeah, she's on the roof.
Yeah,
And she
she
jumps
like,
down and
jumps
like
down.
it beats. But how did the rabbits get out?
I think, Frank lets them
Frank
out.
had let them
Yeah,
out.
because
Yeah.
he's like, I'm not helping you
Good
anymore.
guy,
This is
Frank.
insane. And then Amanda turns back into a real girl while she's like heavily lecturing Miss Hinman about being like the worst. And then Miss Hinman transforms into a bunny, into like one of the evil bunnies.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
And when Miss Hinman's like giving her like I'm a bad guy speech,
Yeah.
like one of the things she says is like, I can't let this bunny hall go away. I can't say goodbye to the corporate collective, which I just thought was so stupid.
The corporate collective.
Yeah.
But then after Miss Hinman kind of runs away in her like little evil bunny form because Amanda's like talked her into a bunny, you collapse and you're all sad, and Marcel is sad because you realize like Carole's dead. She's not missing, she's dead.
She did.
And you have like memory moments. all
Well,
of a
this is
sudden.
where you like, again, you're like falling into the hands of time with the pink background.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
Mr. Keen's there and he's like, I can give it all back to you. I can give you back everything that you lost. I can give it all back. You just have to give me Corolla.
Well, do you know how Carole dies at this point?
No.
Okay.
I don't
Then
think
carry on.
I don't think so, because I think he gives you what you want. You live through that entire past.
Okay.
And then you have that realization of what happens, and that's what triggers you to be like, I'm actually not giving you Corolla.
Okay.
I think.
Carry on.
Anyway,
I did
That
this
sounds
last night
good.
and it's fuzzy because like literally so much stuff happens
much happens.
at the end, and it like jumps around to different times and it's crazy.
Yeah, so you agree. You're like, fine. Like, you can have Corolla. You can have it. And so...
Well, no, you only say that because you know that Carol dies, right?
Well, you know that Carol's dead.
Oh, okay.
You just don't know exactly how she died.
Okay, we'll carry on.
So you go back in time, and you're in this, like, dress shop?
Yeah, this is what Mr. Keen does for you in exchange for Corolla. He sends you back in time.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're in this dress shop. You do like some puzzle solving to get into the upstairs room. And when you get up there, your mom, you're in an orphanage, so she had passed in your time. Your mom is there.
Your mom's Josephine.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is another moment where if you go back, you realize no one ever addresses Josephine except for you.
Yeah.
There's times where Miss Hinman is talking but never addresses Miss Josephine. She's around, but like no one else is talking.
And that's like how she's in Frank's like house.
Yeah.
Like sneaking around. Like why was she there? She's with you.
Whoa.
Yeah. And so you get to be with your mom, but then you still have to live out this reality of her passing.
Yeah.
It's almost like you were kind of tricked. Like he's like, yeah, I'll give it to you, but he didn't tell you that you would have to relive your entire past. Like he wasn't actually just giving you your mom or giving you Carol.
Yeah.
And so then in this little cutscene, you allude to your mom being sick, but she's brought in your little like stuffed animal. And it's like a little...
It's like a mini Mr.
of
Basie.
Mr. Basie. And so this has been your like childhood stuffy is Mr. Basie.
I think she even says like, "Oh, I sewed the head back on" or something.
Well,
or,
yeah.
No?
Well, his head gets ripped off after the mom passes. Someone comes to take her away to the orphanage, and he's pulling on Mr. Basie and rips his head falls off.
Yeah.
And so this is why Mr. Basie's head always falls off, because in this part. And then when they're waiting for the bus to come get them to bring them to Bunny Hall, she's sitting on a bench with Mr. Basie's head, which is when you guys were in that cart together and it was just you in the head. You're like, gosh, I feel like we've been here before. It's flashing back to you with your like stuffed animal or your like stuffy of Basie. And then you get to Bunny Hall, and then you kind of live through everything. I might be fucking up the order that this happens in.
You do know that how Carol dies before you know Josephine's your mom.
Do
According
you?
to my notes, yeah.
Okay, then
I don't know how exactly you know, but
you find out that, well, do you know that you're the... No, you don't. You don't. You know how she dies because... No, you know that she got caught.
Yeah.
And Miss Hinman chases her out, and she goes over the wall. And basically, because Miss Hinman is chasing her, they climb over the wall, and she like falls into a well.
Oh, you know how you know? Because the letter. Because Carol has a whole plan for her escape, which doesn't really make any sense. But her whole plan for the escape that she writes to Marcel, the sweet French, is like 5 minutes to midnight. I will send a kite up in the air. And that will signal that I'm ready to escape. And then that's also when Mr. Frank will be like opening the gate to go out there and like set up the explosives. And I know that if I go out like with 2 minutes like left, the gate will still be open. And then I have 2 minutes to get through before the explosions start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Miss Hinman intercepts her.
Yes.
Partway through, and that messes up her timing. So she gets blown up by the explosions that in the renovation counts.
Oh, I thought she fell down the well.
No, she got blown up.
Oh,
That's what
shit.
I wrote in my notes. I wrote,
oh no,
oh my God, Carol blew up. What the fuck?
You're right.
And then my next
you're
note
right.
is Josephine your mom?
No, you're right. But what you find out after this, because now you're reliving your past, you find out you're reliving when you actually are watching Carole put this plan into action, and you watch her put the letter in the water, and then you see someone in a yellow raincoat grab it. And then you see the person in the yellow raincoat open it up back at the hall and crumple it up and get mad and throw it into the trash and run away. And then you see the bullies pull it out of the trash and go give it to Mrs. Hinman. And then, that's how that started.
Yeah.
And then you see it flashes to the window and the person in the yellow coat is Lana.
What?
So
she's been suppressing
that's crazy.
This. It's like, so the way that I took it, well, and then you have this giant bass bottle. I did this last time.
Bass bottle.
You have this big boss battle with Mr. Keen, and he basically says, like, you created me. Like, this
Carola is like your fantasy realm.
Yeah.
Your imagination.
Yeah. And so this is why I want to play it again, because then you realize that something really weird happens, and then you'll you'll wake up. So it's kind of like you've been living like half, like it's maybe in your dreams.
Which is what I thought was the plot for a while in the game until they started blending together, like the real and the
yeah.
And then I was like, I don't really know anymore.
Yeah, and so, but the way I see it is this is just like they're not really bunnies. They're not really turning into bunnies, but like they think that they need to be these delicate like pets for these men, and so in turn they are bunnies.
Yeah.
Like kind of like Miss Fisherin was that like crazy looking mutated
monster,
bunny.
Yeah.
And so even though we're seeing them as bunnies, they're not actually. And so like when Amanda was lecturing Miss Hinman, and they kind of switched from her being the bunny to Miss Hinman being the bunny, and Amanda being human, was like just like a visualization of the power shift.
Yeah. It's actually like very well done.
Yeah. And so to me, it felt like this was just the trauma that she had gone through. She just created this fantasy world where she didn't have anything to do with this, but like deep down, she knew it was her fault, and she knew where Carole was. But yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. So that's basically the end, but there is like after you defeat Mr. Keen.
Well, my other favorite thing that I really liked was when you do have like the final showdown with Mr. Keen, and there is like a boss battle. It's not very exciting, so we don't really need to go into it, but you like fuse with Mr. Basie.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
So you're wearing his coat and you have his umbrella as a sword,
and you have his hat,
and it looks pretty badass.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
And I really like that.
Yeah, it was like he was like empowering you he was helping you fight.
Nice.
It was really sweet.
It was pretty cool. And then also at the end, you use the umbrella and you decapitate Mr. Keen.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Take that, fool.
Which is like crazy, but it looked cool because it had like a red background with like a black silhouette, and you just cut his head off.
Whoa,
yeah, it was
cool.
pretty intense.
It was pretty intense, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah,
we just decapitated him.
Yeah.
Dang.
With an umbrella too.
Yeah, and then
wild.
Everything ends. It kind of like comes back to normal life. You're at Bunny Hall. It's being shut down, and so the girls are kind of parting ways. You're going off with Amanda. The other girls are going off, and Amanda's kind of created a relationship with, I think it's Vicky.
Yeah, Vicky Tart, the mean one.
Yeah, and so Vicky kind of is like apologetic, and Amanda hands her one of her books about like one of her woman empowerment books.
Yeah.
And she's like, I can't wait to see like the woman that you.
Yeah, well, it's
choose
fun.
to
Like
become.
Vicky's like looking at the book, and she's like, "Oh, like this woman, this are her deeds."
And
she turns the page and like, "Oh, here's this woman. Here's her great deeds. Here's another one." Then she turns the page and it just says like Vicky Tart.
I forgot about that. Yes, it was like a little diary
And
that
it's
she
like-
had made. So she was making a page for each woman that she looked up to, and then Vicky was the last page, but it was blank because she was like,
She's like, "Who will you be?" You know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Which is really
Ouch.
nice. Amanda turned out to be
Cool.
nice. But then, yeah, so basically, like, Lana and Amanda end up, like, going off together to travel and, like, promote women's suffrage or whatever, and kind of remember Carole. Well, I guess Amanda never met Carole, but
in honor of her. 'Cause
Lana, yeah.
she had similar beliefs,
And
and
it's
like
kind of weird because you make a kite to, like, fly in the honor, and you put, like, newspaper clippings and, like, the letter from Carole, and the picture of your mom and the kite, and then you just like set it free. And I'm like, is that the only picture you have of your mom? That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like legitimately though.
Yeah.
Like how many pictures you
Yeah.
got of your mom? You're an orphan. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Whatever.
but that's the end.
Yeah.
And
It's nice.
God,
There's a lot more to this than I thought.
Yeah.
chapter 8 to 10 is like
What
popping
the
off.
fuck? Yeah.
But
Dang.
yeah, so that's it. I mean, we've rambled on for a very long time, but talking about it again, I'm like, God, I did really like that game. It's just such a shame that it was the last 3 chapters that made it good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
think
it's
that's
true.
the problem.
And-
There was just too much time spent not knowing what was happening.
And it's a tricky thing too, because it's like to tell a story in the medium of a game, you kind of have some extra challenges where it's like, I think this game, especially in the first half of it, it kind of missed the balance for me between like the storytelling and the gameplay,
Yeah.
where it had a lot more gameplay, but that the gameplay that wasn't relevant to the story, like these random like electrical puzzles you're solving, like don't have anything to do with the plot.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of a disconnect there, but I understand they need to have gameplay elements because it's a game.
Yeah.
Like I also wouldn't be playing it if it was just story the whole time.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a little bit at odds with itself in that way. And I think like for me, I feel like I just want a little bit like more out of the gameplay or more out of the story in that first half of the game.
Yeah,
to
just
keep me
a
more
little bit more
interested.
breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
Something. But
It did come together nicely at the end.
it did.
Yeah.
It really did. Well, this concludes the discussion episode for Bye Sweet Carole. Please join us next week for the rating episode of Moon Remix RPG Adventure.
Let's go.
This is going to be the oldest game that we have reviewed on the podcast.
99?
I believe it is a 90s game.
Heck yeah.
Well, and this is the remake of it too. So it's-
Sure, yeah. It's remastered.
Yeah.
But this was a listener request, so excited to give this a try. And it will be-
1997.
oh my god.
Dang.
It'll be followed by the discussion episode the week after. Please go and give the podcast a follow, rate it, review it, however you want to show us love. You can email us with any comments, questions, or constructive criticism at letmebeyourgg@gmail.com. You can also send us game requests if there's something you would like us to review, just like Emma did for Moon. Just remember to put game request in the subject line so it's easy for us to find. You can find us on most socials as Let Me Be Your GG with no spaces. That's LetMeBeyourGG with no spaces. And we're on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. You can find us on TikTok as Let Me Be Your Game Guide with no spaces. Our Patreon can be found at patreon.com/LetMeBeYourGG. Thank you so much for listening. We can't wait to see you next week. And thank you so much for letting me be your game guide. GG, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.